Hey Uconn Nation, it's KK Arnold here. If you're looking for the latest Uconn women's basketball content, go subscribe to listen up to Phil and Ryan. Go Huskies!
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Listen Up. Thanks for joining me for this game recap video. Hope everybody is doing well. As you can see, Phil is not with me again tonight. Unfortunately, he is still feeling a little bit under the weather. So, Phil, hope you feel better soon so you can come back on with me. But before we get into the recap, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. As of course, now we just have one regular season game remaining, so it's going to start getting very, very exciting. Well, this was the last home game of the regular season for UConn tonight. And this is the game that me and Phil actually did the ticket giveaway for. You guys sent us an email and we picked a winner from there. We gave away 2 tickets to this game, and the winner was Sarah. So I hope she had a great time. And like me and Phil said, hopefully we can make that a yearly thing where we give away 2 tickets to a UConn home game each season. But it was certainly a good game to watch tonight, and it was a very entertaining start as both teams were trading shots back and forth. Georgetown came out in a zone defense, but UConn did a nice job finding the open player. Both teams made 3 straight shots, and then when almost about 3 minutes before scoring again, the Huskies got back-to-back steals, and that led to a couple of transition buckets. But Georgetown was staying with UConn in the first quarter thanks to their three-point shooting. Hoyas were knocking down some nice shots. Even though there was some closely contested shots, they were still knocking them down. Azzi Fudd had 13 and the Huskies 21 points as UConn was holding on to a 1-point lead at the end of the first quarter, and Sarah Strong led off right where Azzi Fudd did in that first quarter. Strong scored the first 10 points and the second in about 3.5 minutes. Huskies went on a 16-3 run to close out the second quarter. They tightened up their defense a little bit and started to force more turnovers. Hoyas definitely cooled off some from the floor, but I thought UConn did a nice job closing in and contesting shots. And the UConn offense looked good. There was nice passing. The defense tightened up, like I said, but the mid-range and deep-range shots for UConn was falling, which was nice to see, giving them a little bit of confidence. And UConn was up 48-25 at the half. UConn carried that momentum over into the third quarter, where they went on another scoring run. This time it was 13-0 to extend their lead even further, and everything was working. And I really liked the transition offense and the passing in this game. Azzi Fudd was on fire from three. It almost seemed like everything she shot tonight went in. Certainly a good feeling when shots are falling on offense, especially from the 3-point line, where UConn has struggled at times this year. But Fudd, Strong, and Williams all sat during the fourth quarter just like they have in pretty much all the games this season where it's not too close in the fourth quarter. But Azzi finished with 24 points, including 6 3-pointers and 5 steals. Great bounce back game from her after she struggled a little bit from the floor offensively during senior day. Strong had a double-double, 13 points, 11 rebounds. Of course, both players could have scored more, but like I said, they did not play in the final 10 minutes. Ashlyn Shade looked very good again tonight. She's really been on a tear for the last 2 months or so, I would say. 12 points for her. Heckle and Quinones also with great performances once again off the bench. Both had double-digit points and combined for 7 steals. Rough shooting night for Ali Zabel, 0 of 6 from the field. But overall, another great team win for the Huskies tonight, improving to 30-0, taking down Georgetown, 84-52 final score. But with that being said, I'll head over to the comment section from the last video before I sign off for the night. First comment we will go to from just me. They said, "Thanks, Rye. Good last check-in. UConn needs to start this game red hot. I think their consistent defense will continue and hopefully the offensive shots will get back on track. Jana has earned the opportunity to get more minutes. Uconn wins 85-55. Well, pretty good score prediction there. Yeah, Uconn certainly did start pretty hot, I would say, especially in offense, which was good to see. Been struggling just a little bit in a game or two here and there, I should say, on offense. But like I said, the offense can go up and down, and certainly tonight they proved that it doesn't take much to get on a hot streak from the offensive side of things. Yeah, for Jana, I thought she could have gotten more minutes tonight. Wish she would have, but perhaps Gino is saving her for the postseason play. Again, I think Jana will definitely earn those minutes for sure. I think she'll have a huge role as we get into postseason basketball coming off the bench, and certainly, as you said, deserves to get more minutes. Next comment we'll go to from Michael Eady. They said, rebounds, all I'm concerned with. It's the only true area of concern. We all know when March comes, things will slow down and every possession counts. We have been consistently out rebounded by smaller, less talented teams. Time to work on boxing out and get Jana more minutes. Domination on the rebounds makes for easy success simply because every other area is well managed. Yeah, I would agree with that for the most part. I think UConn did a pretty solid job tonight, rebounding the ball offensively and defensively. Of course, it's important at times to get offensive rebounds when the team's struggling a little bit shooting to get those second chance points, sometimes three chances to score. It's definitely really important to get extra possessions. Certainly, like you mentioned, when a couple of these games might get a little close as we get into further and further down the line in the March Madness tournament. So certainly important to get every rebound we can, but I think UConn's has done a really good job all season long, winning the hustle plays, and of course when they can get those rebounds, leads into their transition offense, which of course is one of the things that they do best is on transition, getting outrunning these teams and scoring behind the defense. Last comment we'll go to here from Paul Samora. They said, my biggest concern with this team is their overall health. Sarah Strong and Azzi have been coughing and hacking for over a month, and chances are other players on the team are also not healthy. Just drains all your energy. Practices have probably been sluggish, and stretches carries over into the game. Yeah, of course, the health is always a really big concern. That certainly after what UConn endured for about 3 years there with the injury bug going around. But certainly it's that time of the year where sicknesses and illnesses are floating around. So hopefully UConn can stay healthy here. I know certainly for Sarah Strong, I think she's probably been dealing with an illness for certainly a week, maybe 2 weeks now. Hopefully she can heal up, but certainly by the time postseason basketball gets here, certainly not too far away now. But I think you can tell at some points during the game that she has looked a little sluggish, and I think Gino did say she was dealing with an illness, but certainly the health has been pretty good last year and this year as well. A couple players here and there, of course, with Morgan Shelley and Ice Brady having season-ending injuries, but overall, I think the health has been pretty good for this team. But that's going to do it for me tonight, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will be back with you guys on Saturday to preview the last regular season game. Hard to believe, last one against St. John's. So I will see you guys then. This has been Rye on Listen Up.